This morning, the jury determining Donald Trump's legal fate back at it.
Mother Teresa could not beat these charges.
After roughly 4.5 hours of deliberations Wednesday, a bell loudly ringing in the courtroom, signaling a note to the judge, the foreman asking for a readback of testimony from the very first witness at trial, tabloid mogul David Pecker, and Mr. Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen. Two men who placed the former president in the room where they say the trio agreed to influence the 2016 election. Before that, jurors receiving a dizzying dissertation of instructions on the law. The judge specifically advising even if they find Cohen believable, they can't convict unless they find his testimony corroborated by other evidence. Without written copies of the judge's instructions in the deliberation room, that bell in the courtroom soon ringing again as the jury asked to rehear at least some of the legal rules governing the charges Mr. Trump has pled not guilty to. The 7 men and 5 women holed up during deliberations with a laptop loaded with nearly 300 exhibits, but with no access to their cell phones, as the presumptive GOP nominee sits in a court waiting room, waiting for news with his attorneys, friends, and family. Don Jr. taking to TikTok to pass the time.
Hey guys, I'm here with your favorite president. We're cranking out a couple mean tweets at the courthouse.
All right, Laura, let's go to law school. We want to show people why this is such a complicated case for the jury, and either you're going to understand it at the end or you're going to have a lot of sympathy for the jurors here. Okay, first of all, this crime that is charged, 34 counts of falsifying business records, normally that is a misdemeanor.
Normally a misdemeanor. Only reason it's bumped up to a felony in this case, because prosecutors say it was in furtherance of another crime. It was trying to conceal that other crime.
And that raises the question, what is the second crime alleged here?
So in this case, the prosecutors have pointed to President Trump, Michael Cohen, and David Pecker, who you just heard, conspiring to try to influence voters in a way that they say broke New York state law. So they point to this New York state law that says it is a crime to try to promote an election by unlawful means. Unlawful means, guys, this is the key phrase.
So this is step 1. This is step 2. There is a third step. What are those unlawful means? And this is where it gets very confusing.
It's almost like a nesting doll. If you get to that step, then you can get here. But if you don't think that he's falsified anything, you don't even get to the conspiracy in here, by the way. So if you get to the falsification, you get to the unlawful means, prosecutors have offered a variety of different avenues that the jury could choose from, potentially a violation of election law. And on that front, remember, this is all about the payment to Stormy Daniels ahead of the election. And prosecutors say when Michael Cohen made that payment, it actually violated federal law. You didn't hear a lot of testimony about that, but they say it violated the federal contribution limits. And so that could be one of the crimes. Possibly other false records to banks, other tax laws. Again, they didn't hear a lot about this because these are not charged crimes. This is their hook to get the felony. These are not actually in the indictment as crimes themselves.
And they also raised maybe it was tax laws that were violated. Could be state tax laws, could be federal tax laws. The bottom line is by the time you get to this third step, it's a grab bag. Jurors can essentially choose their own adventure. Which law do they think? How was this election wrongly tried to be persuaded with this unlawful means? Which one is it? And they don't have to be unanimous.
They could have 12 different theories, and they don't have to agree, and they could still convict him.
And there's not necessarily any evidence of these other crimes in the record. The jurors didn't hear that this was. They don't have to prove each and every element of any of these crimes.
No, but it's interesting that they're asking for the testimony of David Pecker, the tabloid boss from the National Enquirer, because he's about the conspiracy. He doesn't have anything to do with the falsification of business records. So it's interesting they're curious about that.
But they're also asking to have the jury instructions read back to them. And I think if you are confused, and you would be forgiven if you were, because I had to read the jury instructions twice yesterday afternoon. They don't get to read them. They listen to them, and now they're asking to hear them again because it's so complicated.
Reading this stack of paper of 53 pages took over an hour. So we don't even know, do they want to hear all of it or some of it, but they don't get this stack back in the room with them. They just have to rely on their memories and their notes.
It's very, very complicated. Laura, we'll continue to watch it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.